As a reader, I find home in contemporary literature. And if I had to choose one home of a book to reside in, I would choose Benjamin Alire Saenz's novel Any Damn Day. Hey guys, how have you all been? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Pulkit. Now in today's video, I want to talk about one of my all-time favorite authors, Benjamin Alire Saenz, and why I love his book so much. And today I'm going to be talking about two books. One is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, and The Inexplicable Logic of My Life, both by Benjamin Alire Saenz, and why I love his work so much. One thing that I love about Benjamin is that his writing style is so simplistic. It is so contemporary. In a way, it feels home when you read his work. It is simple, it is elegant, it is poetic, and it is beautiful. When you read it, it's so therapeutic to read his work. You feel like, something is happening around you, and immerses you inside his world. And I wish that the immersiveness, could become literal, because I just love his writing style. I want to dive myself into the world created by his works. And if you're a beginner who's looking for some easy and, easygoing, simple books, I think your search should end here. You should any day pick any of these two books. So today I'm going to talk about these books, both books, and why I love them so much. The first one is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. In this novel we have two characters, Aristotle and Dante. Aristotle is also known as Ari in the novel. So his friends and family call him Ari. He's always having self-doubts. He sort of has built walls around himself, and he does not want people to come inside that. While Dante is a person who is an intellectual person. He is more of a reader. He loves to read and read poems and stuff, and he sort of is an artist. The book basically is like a journey of the friendship between Aristotle and Dante, and the camaraderie displayed between Ari and Dante is so cathartic. It is so therapeutic. You will crave for such a friendship in your life. The angle of friendship has been described beautifully in the novel, and that sort of is very, it's just so beautiful and pure to read. The second thing that I think is very important and beautiful about the novel is the discovery of a sexuality is a prominent theme in the novel. And so once you start reading that, and once you actually finish the novel, it's like you read a book and you were a part of a story, and then the story has ended and you don't want that to end. So I think it's very important. This book is something that starts the conversation, and it has such an important message here, along with the beautiful writing style and the beautiful story. And the author has done a brilliant job in portraying that. In the element of the discovery of sexuality of Ari and Dante has been discovered so beautifully. I don't talk about anything in more detail, but because that will be a spoiler. But yeah, that's a very important and a beautiful angle in this novel, so you should pick it up. And the third and a very prominent thing is family. The kind of parenthood that has been described in his book, I think it is so prominent and it is so beautiful. The element of family is sort of very important, and it is very beautiful in any of Benjamin's novels, because the other book, which is The Inexplicable Logic of My Life, the element of family is described beautifully over there and over here too. Both the parents of Ari and Dante are so supportive, and I wish to become a parent like that when I grow up. So an element of imperfection, wherein we all know that nobody's perfect. We're all imperfect. We all screw up. We sort of unintentionally hurt people who we don't intend to, and sometimes we love them and we sort of hurt them. And I think it's part of being human, and that is something that has been described in the novel. So it's like when you read this book, it's like it's holding your hand, and the author is actually holding your hand and saying it's okay, it's all right, everything will be okay. And I think it is just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The story, when it ended, I felt I don't know, I mean, I wanted to read the book so soon because I wanted to know what happened. But the moment the story ended, I was like, no, why did this end? Thankfully, the author is coming with the sequel of this book this year, so I'm most excited to read that. The second book that we have is The Inexplicable Logic of My Life, and this again is a beautiful book. This is about a boy, Sal, and who is basically who lives with his father, single father. He's actually gay, and this has a beautiful Mexican American representation here. This book teaches us that each and everybody has like their own private wars, and everybody fights that, and the element has been described beautifully in this book as well. Now, Sal has actually two friends. One is Sam, and Sam is actually his best friend. And Sam is like the most upfront girl, and she's like always chill. And I think it's such a fun character to read. Sam is definitely one of my most favorite characters of this novel, and Sam is basically Sal's best friend. Sal's whole name is Salvador, and Sam's whole full name is, I think it's Samantha. Yeah, and Sal is another friend, Fito, and Sam, sometimes he sometimes he questions things in his own life. Sometimes he wonders why he is the way he is. And Sam also has her own private voice. Fito also has his own private voice. And then Sal's father, he is one of the most beautiful and the pure father figures I've ever read in any novel. And as I said, Benjamin's novels deals a lot with families, and the element of the family is described beautifully in his work, and that is the same in this particular book as well. It has been described beautifully, and he's not just a father to sort of Sal, he's also in a way father to all his friends, and the way he sort of takes care of him and his friends is beautiful. As again, I think the beautiful parents that and the family that Benjamin writes about it's so refreshing, and it's beautiful to read about it. At least Sal's dad is one of my favorite characters, and I think this novel also deals with the element of grief, and that has also been written so beautifully and in such a poetic manner that when you read it, I think yes, if you've already felt some of that, any kind of grief in your life, this will be like a holding hand. And I think I don't usually annotate my books, but I think I have annotated this book. As you can see, I hate annotating my books. I don't do that, but I have done that for, I think, Aristotle and Dante as well, and I have done that for the Inexplicable Logic of my life as well. The reason being, I admire the writing style of the author, and since I'm also working on a YA contemporary, I sort of want to write a story that immerses a reader. So when I read his novels, I want that when I write, it should make me feel the way I feel when I read novels like this. And I think, yeah, it is very important. I think it's important in terms of learning to be a good writer, if in case you're looking you write contemporary. And so for me, I think that is an important reason why I love him. But apart from that, if you're just looking out for an easy and a small and a beautiful contemporary book, I think any of these books will be a great choice for you. Both of these books have great, beautiful characters. It is so therapeutic to read. After you finish the book, you have such a phlegmatic feeling. You just it's beautiful, and you don't want the story to end, and this makes home in you. These books have made home in me. They have made home in my bones, and I don't think I can ever get them out. So I don't think that you can get these stories out once you've read both of these books. They're amazingly beautiful, and yeah, so I think that's the reason everybody in the whole damn world should read these two books. That was all for this video. I think if you are looking for a good book recommendation, go ahead and pick any of these books. I'm going to be adding the link in the description, and I'm sure you will love any of these books. So that was all for this video, and bye, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.